It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse Jonathan Taylor. A memorable performance last time out. A 5-touchdown game. It's the Colts and the Texans. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The Texans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Lang. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd down, Lang, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He cannot hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Whitlock. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he works free. Gets around it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run once more with Taylor. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitlock. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, we do games together. We don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, to get off on the snap, they timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Holding offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Still second down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun. Lang.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lang. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way. And he kept calling the plays that were working over and over. And they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it?
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Throwing on 1st down. Whitlock. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Whitlock.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitlock. Steps nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to it, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Lang.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Lang. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The kick by Bass is good.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, They take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage.
He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
They stop fumbling, and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Lang. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Lang.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have the football with him at all times.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Whitlock. His throw incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So here are the Texans to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Whitlock. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Defensively, that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
To throw on second down. Lang over the middle. He's got Chenault. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Right back to Swift again on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Looking to throw. Lang. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfect. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get... their own 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out.
And he loses the football a second time. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, take a look at it just to make sure.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
That's caught by Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
York able to send this one through.
And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So this time the protection hangs up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Takes it at the 7.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitor.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we will. Now, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. tackle.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Whitlock hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Whitlock. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitlock. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Gets past 1 man. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
Extra point by York. It's out and good.
right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Caught left side. It's Beckham. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Mills on the bootleg. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now again to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Whitlock. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some room to run now. And out across midfield down to the 45. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is out and good. And anything's going to sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
Pushes past him. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive.
Whitlock. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On first down, Whitlock to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
Oh, a good move at the 5. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because, you know, it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller's like, Coach, I've got this. I've got a play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, throw it hands.
Tie the game. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
He didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Whitlock gets this to Myers. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Myers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down 27-20, under a minute 20 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills back to throw. That's taken in by Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Mills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I can jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You in the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog.